We're here at the whole home remodel near downtown Sarasota. It's 2321 Hyde Park Street. It's been a full remodel, all new kitchen, bathroom, staircase, exterior decking and ceilings, a couple other items, but basically removing and replacing all the finishes of this home. It was a spec build around 5-6 years ago, and now it's turning into a fully custom home. So we're giving that feel with all these updates. We're in the kitchen now. The layout stayed around the same. There were some small changes. We've got the cabinets installed. We're working on putting on the panels and all the trim on the cabinets. So the panels for all the appliances. All the appliances are integrated. So we have a large Sub-Zero fridge, freezers here. The panels are going on the front so that it's seamless and completely flush with the rest of the cabinetry, almost as you don't even see them. These cabinets are fully custom. We work with Magnolia Cabinet Company here in Sarasota. And this is an oak finish, and the stain was selected by the interior designer to coordinate with the flooring. So a couple details about the cabinetry. One of my most favorite details is all the integrated finger pulls in all the drawers and on the bottom sides of all the doors. This keeps you from having hardware and gives you a modern, clean look. And some of the cabinetry, like up here where you can't reach, where it doesn't make sense to have a finger pull, it'll be a push to open feature that's built into the cabinet. And then also some integrated organization and storage built into the cabinet in their factory whenever it comes installed. So here we have the silverware drawer already built out with utensil holders and space for all silverware. And then to the right of the range, we're going to have a spice rack inside the upper cabinet to hold all the spices, and then have additional storage inside the cabinet. For power on the island, to keep it concealed, we'll have a charging drawer here, which has a docking drawer, which is an integrated outlet and charging port into the drawer. When you open and close it, one, it has to be designed in the cabinetry to make sure there's enough space behind the drawer to fit this device. And we have all integrated appliances. So here's the dishwasher with a full panel, and the wine fridge over here is about to get the panel installed. This will have a marble countertop with waterfall edges, and we'll have an integrated either Bocce or Prada outlet on the right side that's completely flush with the stone. The main entrance was a really important part of this renovation. There used to be a modern floating staircase here and space underneath, which the owner didn't like. It was a little modern and cold, and the designer came up with this custom look to give the space a lot more of a homey feel. So this staircase is custom 1-inch thick white oak treads and risers. We actually got this made at a place locally called Robert's Hardwood, and they miter the treads and the risers to our measurements in the shop, and then they'll deliver them together with extra length. Then our trim carpenters will come. They measured everything out perfectly for each riser and tread, trimmed them as needed, and installed them one by one. On the exterior side, where the open face of the rake of the stairs is, we put a 3/4 by 2-inch trim piece on the edge to conceal the cut edge, and then we'll finish the drywall flush up to the bottom of this trim piece, which is going to be the cleanest reveal. As you can see, there's some small gaps at the edge of the stairs now. The drywall walls, this is an existing home, it's not perfect. So at the end, our drywall punch will float these walls, make them perfectly flat and smooth up to the bottom of the trim piece before final paint. Now we're upstairs in the master suite. So you'll see on the walls, we're testing a couple different colors of lime wash. This is Portola paints, and multiple rooms in this house are gonna get lime wash, which is a much higher upgrade of finish on the wall finish. And it's actually completely brushed on instead of rolled or sprayed like a normal paint. Some of the switch plates and covers, you can see these look a little different. This whole house is getting buster and punch switches and dimmers. So we don't have the face plates on yet. After final paint, we'll go ahead and put those on. Not much changed in the master bedroom layout, but the master bathroom changed quite a bit. There used to be a smaller shower and no tub in here. So what was done was the vanity was made a little bit smaller, and the shower was made much wider to turn into a wet room. So we're gonna have the tub along the back wall, and then the shower stall right here next to the vanity with the shower head here. This vanity is floating with a linen cabinet from floor to ceiling. And we're gonna have a custom made concrete countertop and fluted backsplash. This is one of the guest bedrooms off the front of the house. Not too much layout is changing in here, but we're doing a complete refinish. So new paint, trim, flooring. So you see the wood flooring's already in. And then this actually has a balcony off to the street. So we redid the decking on all the decks and the exterior ceilings on this house with a product from New Tech Wood, which is a composite wood. And then off the side of the deck, we actually have a scaffold system, temporary stairs to go up and down from the first floor to the second, so that we're not walking on the finished white oak staircase, and to have a safer way to get materials up and down without having a permanent railing. We're in the final 2 months of this project, so the next steps are to get the countertops installed, finish out the tile work, start prepping the drywall and walls for final painting and lime wash. Then we'll install the final fixtures, do a punch out and close out procedure to finish up this home.